Now, do we have one little problem here, boys and girls? I'm tending to like this JRC opamp over the stock V3 mono opamps, but I think there might be a caveat to that, and that's when you buy these V3 monos, you can buy them as singles or doubles, two ofs or one of, and when I was collecting the stock op amps, they had like different batch numbers, so I'd have 6 of one and 4 of another and 2 of some and 8 of another. There's a lot of op amps I was swapping. So in these two amps that I'm comparing against, they might have slightly different batch numbers. And in the JRC equipped pair of V3 monos, there's the equivalent JRC in each amp, and then I made sure I got matching batch number ne5532s in the third slot, so they were matching. And I've been able to tell, I picked blindly JRC for better centering and more resolution in the stage, 6.0. And one of those was the first test. I was just out on a country driving, so I've got this screen up, not this one. So I've got this screen up, you can play the tracks like this, swapping amps. Because it's blind, you don't know which one's which. And so over the course of 30 minutes or so, we'd stop, pull up somewhere, Mrs. go and get some bread and milk, and I'd double check while it's playing which my favourite was. I'd go, okay, so, and I'd say in my head, candidate 1, press, candidate 2, press, candidate 1, press, candidate 2. And lo and behold, it was JRC had the better sound, and I do that just by unmuting. I haven't actually chosen which one right now, but so if that didn't turn off, it meant that was playing, and then if, as you can see, that mutes that. So this has happened 6 times. Like I said, one with engine noise, road noise, so it's quite clear to me. And in one of the circumstances, I thought, I better put this in mono. So I put everything in mono, which is just a button press away for me. So I press that button, everything goes dead center. And then I did another series of blind AB. So I go tap, 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 changing amps. I don't know which amps I'm on. And I did the blind test. And there's a certain track where there's just footsteps, and it's in mono, and yet I think because of the JRC's matched pairing or better fidelity or whatever it is, it was like dead center, and the body and everything of the highs and mids and lows sounds are all sort of stuck to the one plane. And yet when I switched to the double stock op amp, you could just tell like parts of it were just floating forward a bit and a bit to the left or something. So I don't know if it's like a mini micro dB frequency difference in left channel to right channel, but it also had a front to back. So is it a sort of non-linearity in between batches, so they don't match up when you hear them in stereo? So it's definitely a stereo matching thing, and I'm going to have to rerun this test by pulling apart those two stock V3 monos and make sure I've got matching batch numbers per amp, so they become sister amps, you know what I mean, instead of just 2 random amps that came from the Amazon warehouse at different days. Yeah, so that's where I am on that one, but 6-0 at the moment, and yeah, as soon as I get into other op amp choices, this shootout process could go for a long time. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. JRC wins the current against the current 2 stock same amp. and catch you on that one.